okay? Again, I don't know about the geography, but I know I'm in Ireland and I've got Powers whiskey, okay? Oh, bless him. Right, and who's the person that's suffering with? Now, I've got moving around the hip here. I've got discomfort around my hip. Is that you, Rita? Okay, fine, because they're trying to send some healing to Mum, and it's all around the hip here to try and help her mobility. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. Let's say, right. And I've got a cross on the wall. Who's got a cross on the wall? Has Mum got a cross on the wall? Okay, because she looks to that often. You know, and she's, you know, say she's in pain or discomfort, and she's looking up to the cross on the wall, and they can see her. Can you tell her that they know that and they acknowledge it? Because I can see the cross on the wall, she's like, you know, like if she has an ache or a pain and she'll look to the cross and ask for help. And you need to tell her that help's granted. Okay? And it's got nothing to do with your dad and the Powers either. But it's just saying she's a religious lady, and the fact she's got a strong faith really helps her. Because her will, they're saying, is what keeps her going. You understand? Okay, there you go. God bless. Powers whiskey. Yeah. You learn something new all the time, don't you? So, hello. Can I hold up? I like it when you were already prepared. Right, have you got somebody to write some notes for you? Are you sure? Yeah. That lady doesn't mind doing it, so. Right, I've got lovely, for some reason, canaries. Canaries and a budgie singing. In spirit. Okay? Which is very refreshing and very uplifting. Do you understand? So there must have been somebody in the family that had canaries or a budgie. Okay? Is that Mum that I'm with? But you understand that, as long as you understand the link. Because I've got budgies and canaries and they're beautiful. Okay, and you'd have heard the noise of them, and some people would go, oh, that's really noisy and whatever, but they go, oh no, it's lovely. And you probably, they're telling me, you hear that noise sometimes, and you'll know when they're there, okay? Now, I've mentioned Mum, okay, Mum's up here, yes? Okay, because Mum's here as well. There's the person with the canaries and the budgies first, who's just opened the energy, and then I've got Mum, come and stand there. Right, who's the person that's got problems with their gallbladder? Just write that. I don't even know where that is in the body, so... Okay, fine. There's somebody that's got problems with their gallbladder. Okay, I don't know whether they're down here or up there, because Mum's telling me about it, but I know it's not Mum. And it's not you. Okay, but you'll hear about that, because they're talking about the gallbladder. Okay? And now, I've got lots of, which the birds wouldn't like, I've got lots of cats. Yes. Okay? In and out my legs, lots of cats. Stray cats, cats that live there, lots of cats. You understand what and Mum's going, look at all those cats. And I've just got the birds aren't going to like that. Because I'm like Tweety Pie up here. But there's all these cats she's talking about. You understand? Oh, she's got 4. Okay, well you do understand. Okay. She's talking about the cats, bless her. Right, she's also talking about a younger girl in the family. I'm talking about a granddaughter, okay? But I feel like I'm doing really well with my studying. Do you understand that? If you write it down, right, first of all, have you got a granddaughter? Okay, and I'm writing, and apparently I'm doing really well with my studying. She's not that old yet.
Oh, she's old enough, so she's not studying.
Okay, well I've got granddaughter. I won't change what I'm saying because we'll be able to put it together, okay? I feel like I'm a granddaughter, I'm in your family and I'm studying. I've got writing. Okay? Right, okay. No, Mum is still insistent about the granddaughter. So whatever it is she's doing, I don't know whether she's going to have to do some training or a course or something, but she's going to be writing. Okay, because I'm not going to change it to fit to what you want to say, because she's saying she's going to be doing some writing. So they're either going to send her on a training course or she's going to have to do something, but she's going to have to do it. Okay, and they're saying she's intelligent enough to do that. She is clever. Sometimes she just can't be bothered. Sorry, I'm not saying that. Your mum's saying that, and she's saying, well, I'm allowed to say that because she's family. Okay? She's saying she's very bright and she's smart, but sometimes she just can't be bothered. Okay? Now, she's also talking about big feet. So who's the person in the family with the big feet? Your direct family. So I don't know whether it's a boy in the family or whatever, but I've got big feet. Okay?
Yes.
And they're laughing about the fact they're quite big. Okay? Oh, bless. But she's up there and she's saying she's very proud of them. Okay? She is very proud of them. Now, something needs doing with the outside of the house. I feel like there's some sort of brickwork or something that needs some sort of repair. I don't know whether I've got a wall or something, but on the outside, and with your home, is there a wall or something that needs repairing? There's some bricks or something that need doing. It's not a huge job, okay? But she's just looking down saying, well, you need to sort that out, you know, okay? Because it'll just, it's not too big, but it'll look better when it's done, okay? Now, she's also talking about, I'm spreading jam, okay? So I don't know whether did Mum used to make homemade jam?
Not that I remember, but I was very young when she did.
Okay, I've got, well she did, this is homemade jam that she showed me, okay? You know when we've got like blackberry or whatever and she's making something and she's doing this with it, okay? She's saying that you need some sweetness in life, because I've just said to her, why you show me that? And she's saying it's symbolic, okay? So she's trying to send good things your way, you know? And that's what, something sweet. It's not even upliftment like that, like sometimes she's trying to give you something sweet, okay? Oh, bless her. And she's also talking about cholesterol in the blood.
Yeah.
Is she talking about you?
No.
But she's talking about cholesterol in the blood. Somebody in the family here on the earth plane has got cholesterol in the blood. And they need to go and have a check on that. Mum's just saying they just need to keep an eye on it. Okay? Nothing huge to worry about, just keep an eye on it and it'll be fine. Okay? And also somebody's got the blood pressure thing on their arm as well.
Right.
Oh right, so it's the same person, isn't it? Because we've got the blood pressure and the cholesterol, and that needs to be monitored. They just want to keep an eye on it, okay? And then it will settle down. Right, okay. They're also talking about Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand who Ray is?
My other half.
Oh, your other half, okay. Right, they've just mentioned Ray, or Mum has anyway, okay? Oh, bless. Oh, right, okay. And they've just mentioned Mary.
Yes.
Okay? Because they just these are just some names so that they can be acknowledged. That's what she's saying, because we haven't got that much time. They're trying to fit it in. And she's just given me an Eccles cake. Was that her favourite? I don't know what I can see. Oh, it's fine. Well, she's just given me an Eccles cake to give to you. So if it's your favourite, I'm happy with that. Okay? So at least you've got good proof that Mum's up there and she's keeping an eye on everybody. All right. There you go, Sue. Thank you. Right. Where haven't I been? I haven't been to your row.
Yeah.
I might have to go over there.
Hello. Your name is? Hi, Finola. Got something for me to hold? Is this gentleman doing your notes?
Yep.
Oh, you've got a proper book as well. I'm impressed. That's professional. Okay, right. There's a gentleman in spirit that's just come and stood here, and he would have had a problem with his heart. Do you understand that?
A few.
Okay. Just say yes or no if you do understand, because there is more than one of them, but I have got one gentleman in spirit belonging to you, and he's just put his hand here, which is on his heart. So not a bad chest, he had a bad heart. Okay? So he might have had a stroke or a heart attack or something that took him off. Okay? Excuse me. That was we weren't supposed to do another message, but I'm going to ignore them. So we're halfway through doing that. Right, okay. Bless him. Right, I feel like I'm moving house. Okay? I've got the key in the door, which is normally what they show me, so that's normally a change in property. Do you understand what they're talking about? Say yes or no. If you don't, that's fine, but I need you to write it down, okay? Because before the end of the year, they're talking about a key in a door, which means a move or a change of property. Okay? So they've mentioned that. They're also talking about, for some reason, needing to check tyres on a car. Okay? Have you recently had that done? New car, okay. All the tyres they've mentioned, okay. But don't worry because it's not dangerous. I don't want people to panic because they don't do bad news. They've just mentioned the tyres, okay. All 4 of them. Oh, bless them. Right, okay. And they're talking about, I've got a lady up there in spirit as well. So, is Mum there or is she here?
She's here.
Okay. Right. So, do you remember grandmother?
No.
That's Mum's. You don't remember Mum's mum. But if I tell you things, you can ask your mum, can't you? Yeah. Good. Just please go. They're talking about the name Esther. So if you write that down, you're going to have to ask Mum, because I'm talking to Mum's mum. So whatever you don't understand, you need to go off and you need to check with Mum. Okay? She's also shown me what looks like a really old-fashioned caravan, which is a nostalgic memory link that Mum's talking about. Do you remember that? Okay. You need to talk to Mum, because it'll be something from her childhood that they're mentioning. And they're also talking about the name Len, L-E-N, which is short for Leonard. Okay? But I just want you to check with Mum. Okay? And they're talking about a brother. Has Mum got a brother here? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I want you to ask Mum, because her mum, that's the lady I'm talking to, is saying there was a little boy that would have passed. So I want you to ask Mum about that and see if she can understand. Okay? Okay. Right. She's talking about who's the person down here at the moment who's quite stressed, because I feel like I've got tension in the chest area. But it's stress. Okay? Is that you they're talking about, Finola? There's somebody around you, or it's stress, okay? It's not a heart condition, it's not indigestion, but they're stressed and they're uptight and stressed out. That's what I'm feeling, okay? Because Nan feels like she's trying to calm some of that down. You understand? Right. They're also talking about a work situation that isn't helping. Do you understand? Okay? So we're talking about you. This stress here, we're talking about you. Okay? They're talking about 2 particular people at work. That's what Nan's mentioned. So I don't know whether there are 2 people at work that things aren't going so well with, but Nan's talking about stress and she's talking about work and 2 people around that situation. Okay? So if you write it down and have a think about it, okay? Oh, bless her. And I've also... Nan's also talking about a dog in spirit. I've got a medium-sized dog here. So will you ask Mum, when she was growing up, about a dog? Okay? Because Nan's acknowledging a dog up there. Okay? Bless her. And she's also given me, which she wants you to give to Mum, okay? They look like freesias. Do you know what freesias are?
I do.
Really, really pretty, sweet smelling, okay? And these ones look like they're yellow. And she wants you to give those to Mum. And she wants you to tell her that Mum sent them. You do that?
Yeah.
All right, there you go, Molly.
Thank
Thank you. Right. That's all we've got time for. Sorry, I was naughty, wasn't I? The alarm went off and I carried on. Thank you all for being so patient and being so quiet. I know it's lovely when you're getting a message, but when you're not getting a message, it means you have to sit there and be quiet. So thank you for doing that. I really do appreciate it. Before we finish, I will do the raffle, but just previous to that, what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes just for a couple of minutes. Okay?
All the time.
And we have to be precise here, not peaches with
Yours.
ice cream,
Yeah, it
peaches
was
with
the tin
evaporated milk.
Reincarnation.
You put the 2 holes in and
Yeah, pour it out.
Yeah, you loved it.
I think I'm mad now, don't you? You already know I'm not that mad. So, you're saying he's a quiet man. He's saying he's a gentleman. And his attitude would have been, well, what was the point in talking unless he had something useful to say?
That's how
Okay?
it was, yeah.
And that's it. That's his whole
Exactly.
philosophy. So he's telling me about the peaches and the evaporated milk. He's also shown me, you know, the hot cross buns. And I know we're coming up to Easter, but he must have liked hot cross buns or something like that, or fruit loaf, or do you know what I mean?
He did. He loved all that kind of
And that's what he's talking about. But he does. He listens to you.
I'll
So
send him some now.
Yeah.
No, you're
We're
there.
going to have some tomorrow.
See, the benefit of going into spirit is there's no pain and suffering, but you know all the things that you really love to eat and drink, well, you've got to forfeit that, haven't you? But let's face it, if you're going to get rid of the pain, like in his leg, okay? So, what you need to do, do you still go to the grave?
Yeah. It's
Right, okay.
down the creme, yeah.
No, okay. Well, you say you don't need to do that.
I know, you always told me that, but I do, so you can sod on.
Well, I'm just telling you, he's saying you don't need to do that.
I
You
know.
don't need to go out in the cold or the bad weather or whatever. All you need to do is get a photograph of him, put a candle and light it. And he's saying he'd be happy with that. Doesn't want you going out in the cold. What's the point? He's saying, I'm not there, I'm around you.
Oh,
Anyway, so can you please do the photograph and the candle and don't waste your time. Doesn't want you to be out in the cold.
You know, you always said that.